1985, I started my first career into MCing. I was only paid RM100. I have MCs in Malaysia who earns about 8 to 10,000 a night. Doing an event for Tuanku requires the highest concentration and knowing what to say and what not to say. And if you ask me, is it a good career? Of course it is. You don't work every day. Bahasa Malaysia tu bahasa kebangsaan. Bukannya susah. Tapi kita kena buat latihan. My advice is like me. Learn a new language. In bahasa, not a problem. We have so many local MCs from RTM and Penerangan. But the English part, bringing to you international ambassadors and also royalties from overseas will require good spoken English. I've done events from PM to PM, Pasar Malam to Prime Minister.
Apa khabar semua? Welcome to Sembang Finance. Hari ini kita ada guest yang saya boleh kata legendary dalam dunia MC. Biasanya kalau kita nak cari MC, kita cari siapa sahaja kan? Tapi katakan menteri nak cari MC, katakan sultan nak cari MC, dia tak akan cari calang-calang orang. Dia akan cari Katie Pillay. Beliau seringkali dipilih sebagai MC untuk majlis-majlis peringkat kebangsaan dan antara klien-klien beliau termasuklah Sultan Perak, Perdana Menteri, Menteri-Menteri Kabinet, tokoh-tokoh luar negara dan Pesuruhjaya Tinggi, termasuklah acara-acara luar negara di Dubai, Sri Lanka, Vietnam dan banyak lagi. Berasal dari Perak, tetamu kita adalah MC dengan lebih daripada 40 tahun pengalaman dalam industri ini. Master of Ceremonies bertauliah, multilingual speaker yang boleh bercakap dalam bahasa Malaysia, English, Cantonese dan beberapa bahasa lain termasuklah Tamil, Mandarin, French dan juga Spanish. Beliau jugalah seorang trainer bertauliah HRD Corporation, Distinguished Toastmaster dan seorang public speaker yang aktif dalam berkongsi ilmu dalam seminar-seminar tentang public speaking dan event management. Beliau juga adalah seorang personality radio di Perak Silver State FM dan Radio TV Bandaraya Ipoh. So, thank you for coming, Katie.
Oh, it's always my greatest pleasure, Wilson. Nice to be here with you.
Okay, Katie. Nak jadi MC ni bukan kerja yang biasa, saya boleh katalah. Biasanya orang tak akan fikir langsung nak jadi MC sebagai kerja. So, saya nak tanya, bagaimana awak bermula dan kenapa awak nak jadi MC?
Saya akan mulakan dengan salah satu ayat daripada Greek, namakan glossophobia. Glosso bermakna lidah. Fobia bermakna takut. Jadi glossophobia itu menjadi takut kepada lidah. Ini menjadi satu masalah kepada kebanyakan orang saya lihat yang tak nak jadi MC. Walaupun majlis keramaian ataupun majlis hari jadi, mereka semua menolak. Jadi saya rasa ini satu peluang untuk saya untuk mencuba kerana saya ini memang suka bercakap. Nasib saya memang baik oleh kerana kejayaan saya bermula sebagai MC waktu saya di Toronto, Canada. Oleh kerana saya fasih bercakap dalam bahasa Inggeris, saya menjadi spokesman kepada ramai student Malaysia yang kadang-kadang tak berapa fasih. Di sana saya lihat satu kebolehan saya, tapi malangnya ijazah saya dalam bidang statistik dan matematik. Saya ini mahir kira-kira. Jadi bila kembali di Malaysia, saya bermula kejayaan saya dalam bidang perikanan, advertising. Di mana kerja saya melihat survey. Berapa ramai advertiser, berapa bajet mereka. Itu satu kerja yang cukup monotonous. Jadi bila bos saya beritahu, Katie, we need to find an age for this Indian restaurant. What will your tagline be? I say, boss, we say it's YTD. What is YTD? Yours to discover. Itu bermulanya creativity juice saya, di mana saya lihat bos saya pun beri saya peluang untuk saya mula kerja saya. Dan saya mulakan sebagai seorang DJ di supermarket. Di mana di luar supermarket tu saya para di sekalian datang selamat pagi. Di bahagian market sekarang ni ada beli 2 sayur, 1 sayur diberikan percuma. Happy hour. Jadi kerja saya ni dikira sebagai luck lah. Tapi hari ni saya nak bagi tahu kejayaan MC ni satu kejayaan yang cukup bagus. Tak payah kerja hari-hari, hanya lihat pada event anda dan anda boleh pilih event anda yang suka nak buat.
nama awak sebenarnya sangat unik, Katie Pillay. Boleh tak cerita sikit kenapa awak guna nama ni untuk buat MC?
Nama pentas saya ataupun stage name ialah Katie Pillay. Oleh kerana nama sebenar saya panjang. Datuk saya datang daripada Sri Lanka. Nama Sri Lanka memang panjang. Imagine nama saya. Para sekarang nama saya Karthikama Thambi Pillay. Terlalu panjang. Susah nak ingat. So, K.T. Pillay, simple, straightforward. Jadi saya fikir, KT ni satu nama yang saya rasa unik. Dan orang Cina memang suka ayat ini. Pakai 5-8 kali sehari. KT maknanya dia kautim. Tak kira Cina, Melayu, India, semua tahu. Di Malaysia ni KT. Jadi KT jadi kautim. Then after a few years saya fikir KT Pillay, KT Pillay, KT Pillay, kautim Pillay, KT Pillay. Hebat juga. Sebab kerja saya sebagai KT Pillay ialah mengacarkan majlis dan make sure saya kautim ke semuanya. Dan dalam tahun-tahun datang tu, pelanggan saya, customer saya, klien saya bagi tahu, KT, apa akronim anda dalam bahasa Malaysia? Datuk, saya kata, Datuk, saya bagi pada you. KT mana quality terjamin. Tapi rakan kata, KT tu kuat temberang. Tak kisahlah kuat temberang ke, quality terjamin ke. Most important, kami fokus pada nama tu. Dan nama saya memang popular. Kerana bila saya ke tandas, hey, kau tim leh homo, kau tim apa khabar? Tak kisah. Jadi kau tim telah ikut saya dan nama ini saya akan bawa masuk ke kubur.
So, you master many languages. But how did you master so many languages?
When I started as MC, I always begin with Bahasa Malaysia, which is a national language, followed by English. But Wilson, hey, every other MC does the same. And some I think is better than me because Changhua Yi, Hen Hao, they speak in Mandarin. But I'm lucky I stayed in Ipoh. Ipoh, you can pick up Cantonese. And for me, I was thinking, hey, if you want to become an MC who is mad, not mad Tanjung Rambutan, but mad means making a difference. You have to go in and indulge in how you can become better and brighter and bolder and brilliant in your field. And I always says, in an event, Wilson, the magnetic attraction is the first 2 to 3 minutes. You either do it or you kill it. That's all. Because you must imagine, some of the audience can be professors, can be teachers, can be professionals, and they are listening to you. And they want to see, hey, I'm going to evaluate this MC. Is he good or is he bad? And that is where I told myself, I am going to pick up a few languages. So staying in Ipoh gave me the advantage of speaking in Cantonese. 我嘅師傅咧係咪雲等嘅？佢教我點樣講廣府話。我第一擺講到好似講鬼佬咁樣，阿叔你好冇啊？咁冇咁樣講，講到好好，你飲咗走咗。So that's why I use it in a humor. See, as an MC, people attend events to laugh. People attend events to increase their pleasure and reduce their pressure. So we have to be there to become the humor master. But you have to be a good one. Because when nobody laughs, the whole event goes flat. So I'll give you an example how I start an event. Getting the audience from different race, face, age and place to listen to me. I will go something like that. Let's in the evening. Salam sejahtera selamat datang para hadirin sekalian. Mandarin speaking guest, 欢迎大家晚上好。各位來賓你們好。喺日本功夫好啲，歡迎大家嚟參加今日嘅節目。大家你哋好。And then I go in Tamil. Tamil because I look like a Malay. And those who don't know me think this Malay can speak fluent Tamil. Vanakkam piragale, sagodara sagodare, namakkangala, vanakkam vaanga. Then I go in one very nice Tirukural. Agara mudal jeluthellam adi bhagavan mudatre ulagu. Then I look at Punjabi people. To our Punjabi friends. Sat Sri Akal, Wahai Kasa, Wahai Guji Fateh. Don't stop. Then you go on to Sarawak, the Ibans, Selamat Datai. Then you go on to Sabah, Karazan, Kopi Wosian, Kotobian, Kotowadan. And welcome to this very special event. That one gives you the biggest clap. That gives you the inspiration, the motivation, and the influence that you are at the right track. Once you get that in, the others are smooth flow. Because when you make something very weak at the starting, the whole event will go dry and flat. Therefore, I always says, go further. I pick up French now. I pick up Spanish. So just last week, I met a French lady who was the photographer for a royal event. Excuse me, miss, which country are you from? I'm from France. Oh, bonjour, comment allez-vous, mademoiselle? Je m'appelle Katie. Je parle français, je parle anglais. Merci beaucoup. And she goes, wow, très bien, which is really good. And how did you do? What you did was you practice. How do you learn? There's something called the YouTube. Go in there, and the youngsters are so lucky because they have all this. My time, you have to go to the library, you have to open up books and translate. So my idea is to the younger MCs, don't stop where you are. We want to share and care with you that you need to go on. In Malaysia, we need to speak multiple language to attract the different audience of different races.
Wow, very good sharing. Let's shift a little bit to your personal brand. When you become an MC, you are basically a one-man show. How did you build your brand along the way? Obviously, there are so many MCs out there. Everybody, like you said, is also an MC. What made you stand apart?
I am lucky to be at the right place at the right time with the right mind. My first event that I did was actually an event that involved Lions Club. This is where I was basically a DJ in a supermarket. You see, I would like to let the MCs know, don't start high by trying to do an event, let's say, for the Prime Minister. It will not work because the glossophobia, or known as the fear of the tongue, will happen because we always say the 3 Ps. Practice, practice, and practice. I can imagine my first event when I hold the microphone, they would just sweat all over, and the trembling is a little bit there, you can see. So I have to use the help of a mic stand. Today, there's no mic stand. Today, you must be the COA, center of attraction. You go right on the stage, and you conquer the stage, and you want to look at everybody. So what happens there? Eye contact, hand gesture, and also focus in speaking. We cannot use filler words like, you know, so, I forgot. This will not work because that shows that the MC is uncertain. You see, MCing is like acting, but on an easier scale. Because whatever I speak, you will know. There are times I got stuck, but I so cleverly went there and acted like I'm a hero. That basically means it happens. But if you can cover Wilson, then you become the MC of choice. Like you said, same thing. Hey, I can invite a sexy female MC. I can invite a fantastic MC who can sing. But here, I want to just make a conclusion or a clarification. Are you an MC or a singer? I can sing. But I sing only when it's required because of time factor. But otherwise, your priority is just to be an MC. So to become an MC, I always believe is be the preference of choice. When you promise your client 5 things, you deliver 8, not the opposite. Punctuality and time to be there, and ensure that when the event is going on, you don't go and scroll your handphone. No, you go and sit with the guests and eat. No, you go to the toilet for half an hour or go for your smoke break. It's not work that way. And I thank God I don't smoke, I don't drink. So I'm very focused. Where is my place to be? Side of the stage. So with all these important factors as an MC, you stand tall because it's all about WOM, word of mouth. Recommending friends after friends and clients after clients, that today I have a clientele of at least minimum 300 clients.
So, you are saying that word of mouth is the strongest marketing.
Exactly. Word of mouth is one. But how does it work, Wilson? You are getting married. I am there as an MC. Do you know that every audience there is a potential client? Because when the event is over, they will call you, hey, Wilson, who was that MC? Oh, that MC was good. Can you give me his number? When the client calls me, he says, I saw you in action at Wilson's wedding. So now my son is getting married. So this is the fastest way, the most effective way of getting your clients. You don't need to advertise. You don't need to go and start your hard marketing press and so forth. Just sit down there, relax, and wait for that call.
I would say that becoming an MC feels like a very unstable job. So, katakanlah tak dapat gig lah. Apa akan jadi?
Satu soalan yang baik. Ramai MC yang masih menanti sampai setengah tu dia bagi harga diskaun yang cukup rendah. Saya ada pernah dengar kata-kata pelanggan saya, Encik pilih Encik Katie, harga kita 300 ataupun 500. Saya sebenarnya, Wilson, I believe in this very nice criteria. Sharing, caring, loving and giving. Kalau katakan, ia kebajikan, it's for welfare, I'll do it for free. Never mind, God is watching. And that is where you ask for a certificate of appreciation. So you can keep it. And then he becomes like, hey, you know, Katie can do it for free. Yes, but not your wedding, not your annual dinner, but for something which can help the society and the welfare of the less fortunate. I've done so many, and my sets are, it's really thick. You can do like a Malaysian Book of Records out of it. So all I'm going to say is, why some MCs fail is because, you know, Wilson, an MC of 2 years, just 2 years, they gave me a card, they put a word there which makes me want to vomit. Professional MC. For 20 years, I've never used the word professional. Until my clients scold me. He said, Katie, why do you put yourself as a master of ceremonies? You should put yourself as a professional master of ceremony. I said, why? Because you are 20 years in experience. And then I begin to figure, hey, why not? So because of the pressure given to my clients, I say, hey, why not? And that's how I always take my particular brand to a different level by ensuring that you go step by step. There is no shortcut. You have to go step by step to go for the echelon and epitome of success.
So obviously, you have gone a long way, and some of your recent highlights, one of your more high-profile client is the Sultan of Perak.
Yes.
Do you mind explaining how that client came about?
If you ask me, Wilson, I'm always very blessed and lucky. In the year 1999, when Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Teraja Muhammad Tajuh Rosli was the Menteri Besar of Perak, he wanted a MC, a simple MC, to just MC a friendly golf tournament in Ipoh. And because they couldn't find an MC at a particular time, me, because it's the grace of God, the MC falls sick, I was invited last minute. And there I was. It is a golf tournament. And golf tournament is good for you to use multiple languages, but not at the start. Because when Tuanku is there, everything mengikut ayat-ayat protokol. Dan ampun Tuanku, patik merapak sembah, mohon ampun dibadui Tuanku untuk patik sebagai caca, untuk kita mulakan majlis pada petang ni. But when it came to the winner, I knew for me to attract the particular attention of Almarhum Sultan Azlan Muhyiddin Shah is use multiple languages. The third winner was a Malay. Saya say, para sekalian, di tempat yang ketiga dengan poin 87 poin jatuh kepada Encik Kamaruzzaman. The second one was an Indian. And I go, Wanakkam Elarakum, Mr. Raju, Wanga, Artanji point, Elarakum Kaita Tenggal. So Tuanku was watching. First one was a winner named Wong. And my idea came wittiness at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, at the first place, this is the son of Wong Fei Hong. And he used all the kung fu. Ni ko Wong Fei Hong 真係好嘢喎，野蠻同呢個 Tiger Wood 做 internet class 喎，佢真係好嘢打 golf 第一位，我要俾掌聲。Then I spoke in English. When the event is over, Tuanku requested me to menghadap. You can speak all the languages, Kitty. I say, yes, Tuanku. You will be the MC for my golf tournaments and also my hockey. And there it started in 1999. It continued now with Duli Yang Maha Mulia, Pada Kris Sultan Perak, Sultan Aziz Muhyiddin Shah. And doing an event for Tuanku requires the highest concentration. It requires poise, composure, and looking really good and knowing what to say and what not to say. Saya rasa bangga lah dan rendah diri sebagai seorang rakyat Perak.
Okay, Katie. Biar saya tanya sikit yang light hearted lah. Katakan awak kat event, lepas tu, guest awak kata, oh, kita belum ready lah. My bride tak ready lagi.
Okay.
Boleh tolong handle tak 5 minit? Macam mana?
Soalan yang cukup tepat sekali. Waktu permulaan tu, sebagai MC, kami tak ada apa-apa idea. Jadi senang je. Para pendengar sekalian, kita akan mengambil waktu rehat selama 5 minit. Dipersilakan untuk anda semua untuk bercakap, berbincang di antara sama dan antara lain. But now it's different. Oleh kerana when there is a silent spot, the MC is to come forward to do DC, damage control. This is the part where they look at what the MC will do. And inside me is already a machine that has a few jokes inside. Okay, jokes is not easy because jokes don't laugh will fall flat. And let's say if it's a Chinese audience and a Chinese wedding, I will go with this first joke, which is definitely a MBG, money back guarantee. You know, Wilson, in Malaysia, among the Chinese, Malay and Indians, which race has the most fun while eating? I would say it's a Chinese. Why? Because if you take me to a Chinese restaurant, you ask me to order my food, I look at the menu and I know Chinese love fun food. Like hor fun, mai fun, lo si fun, chi chong fun, and chow fun. They will laugh. And then you see the couple over there, pak to, they drink a lot of Fanta. Drink Fanta, they go keep fun lah. After keep fun, oh yo, ho ma fan oh. Ho ma fan, fan sao lo. Lei fan lo, fan gao lo. That is a confirmed Chinese joke that will laugh, created by yours truly, Katie. Then you can also say a joke about the difference between complete and finish. And this joke is for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, but not in a wedding event, at an annual dinner or at a very special casual event, we can say English is incredible. What is the difference between complete and finish? Very simple. If you marry the right girl, your life is complete. You marry the wrong girl, your life is finished. When the right girl meets the wrong girl, you are finished completely. And when the girl uses the money, you're completely finished. So this is what the story goes about, how you go in there and make fun of things. But ensure not to use the 3 R's. No race, no religion, no royalty. If you can stuck on that, you are okay. But as an MC, you need to equip with at least 5 jokes at one event, another 5 jokes at the next event. So if you have got 10 inside you, which you can remember off the cuff, using verbal intelligence and multitasking, you will never ever make the particular event dry. During the pandemic, I took time to learn about verbal intelligence, which is authored by Tony Buzan. And verbal intelligence is to use words that can awe the audience being more awesome. I'll give you an example. In school, you learn about the word go with the flow, right?
Yes.
Don't stop there. Go with the flow, grow and glow. I repeat, go with the flow, grow and grow. Then I went on further. How to aspire to inspire others, not perspire, before we expire in our life journey. The next one, I always tell the younger generation, you need to pass the test, inspire the rest to become the best. We go for a fest, have chicken breast and also bird's nest. So you happen to see the fluency of eloquency of English will attract the audience in a fun way. People come to events to have fun. People come to events to release pressure. And the MC must not be a deadwood. He must be a person who can liven up the atmosphere. Then when they go back, they will talk about the MC, at least for one night. Then you're home ground, my dear friend. If they just go back and say, "Mo cao cho cái MC, mo chạy chung pa na kong wow, cho it cham lo." That is the worst statement I hear. Sometimes the MC they say, "Cannot even produce." Because the MC is so unsure. You must remember on stage, people watching you, they know your level of confidence. They know whether you know what you're doing. It's either you can be focused or you become MCC. Mong cha cha.
Other than the royalty event, what kind of major events you have done before?
In life as an MC, you need to also venture into new events of different types. And in the year 2001, I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity to host one of the most prestigious events in Malaysia, the Miss Malaysia Universe pageant. Wow, it's like I'm going to be in the company of one of the most 12 beautiful girls in Malaysia. How do you feel, Wilson? You feel on top of the world. But that year, it was done in Genting's Arena of Stars. Televised live in NTV7. That gave me the shivers. Because again, there were 3 cameras over there. You need to face the camera with the light, and you need to look over here. To me, it's something new because it's the first time I'm appearing on television. But I told myself, hey, you have to get it done because this is a chance for you to be there. And I believe it's important for you to be warm with the ladies in a very professional way. It's because when the ladies are all mostly models, they're very good in catwalk. The time comes, Wilson, when they need your help during the Q&A session. You can see them trembling. You can see them so worried what they're going to ask. So what I'll do is, I will know which are the better ones, which are not the so good ones. The better ones, I will pass the mic over to them. The not so good ones, I hold the mic for them. And I always tell them, I ask you the first question. If you go blank, I will know because you kept quiet. I will ask you the question again in a nicer way, and you answer. And this is the way we call it the connection. MC is the main connector. So we connect with the audience and make it happen. Wilson, I'm proud to say, I've done 7 years of the Miss Malaysia Universe until I surrender. Why? Because I cannot be spending 10 days with the beautiful ladies. Not just being with them, but training them and telling them what to do, what not to do. That is something which I will forever remember in my book record, that 7 years of standing.
Okay, how about, do you have any stage mishaps? Would you mind sharing? Of course, nobody is perfect lah. I'm sure during your career, there will be many things that you mess up also. Yeah, would you mind sharing one of your most memorable mishaps?
Oh, I can just think of two, Wilson. The first, sometimes it is your mistake. Sometimes it's the mistake of your team, which can happen. Let me tell you my first mistake. You see, in an event which involves the Menteri Besar, you will require the national anthem to be played. So basically, upon the arrival, as they sit on the VIP chairs, you say, "Para hadirin sekalian, dipersilakan berdiri bagi menghormati lagu kebangsaan, lagu negaraku." That morning, I've not checked the text. When the Menteri Besar smiled at me, I went straight to announce his name, which basically is not the right way, because even before the event start, we give respect to our country. But lucky enough, when I mentioned Yang Amat Berhormat, Datuk Seri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir, Menteri Besar Perak Ridwan, at the back, my staff showed me this. That's all. I knew this is a song. This, like I just addressing him. Dan para hadirin sekalian, dipersilakan berdiri, menghormati lagu kebangsaan negaraku. That goes to show, even as a professional MC, things happen if you're not focused. The problem in the morning, early morning, was OC, overconfident. Not looking at the normal program. That the first one after announcing the arrival of the VIP will be the national anthem, followed by the salutations. That is one. The second one is no mistake of mine. It's because the announcement of the Menteri Besar will come from a person who give me the thumbs up. So let's say, over there, when Menteri Besar is coming, somebody will put this up and I will say, mengumumkan ketibaan Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar Perak Darul Ridwan. And that day was an event involving the Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers. This is where all the factory bosses are, including some international delegates. And can you imagine, when I announced this, everybody stood up, MB is nowhere to be seen. Because the Menteri Besar was taken into a holding room to take a group photo. Whose fault is it? No fault of mine. That joker put me in trouble. What do you do? On the spot, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That is just a rehearsal. All did very well. Please be seated, and later on, I will announce the actual thing. Thank you. It's very good for your leg muscles. That's how you cover. See, as an MC, you need to be thinking all the time. How do you cover mistakes? He's saying, ladies and gentlemen, that joker gave me the wrong, false news. Sorry, please be seated. That'd be very bad to everybody. I don't like some MCs by saying, ladies and gentlemen, that is a technical fault, technical error. Don't put blame into your team. Don't ever do that. Just apologize on yourself and then the whole team and just continue. Because people know it's a mistake. So to me, bloops and bloopers can happen. A professional, experienced MC will know how to cover. The younger MCs will say one thing, say lah, they will get panic. That is the difference. Why you need a good MC. Another advice is, international delegates. Jean is not Jean, it's Jean. It's French. Kerana Monsieur Jean, not Mr. Jeans. Then you're finished. And some Chinese Mr. L-O-W is not Mr. Low, it's Mr. Lau. Because I'm not going to go low. So we always check with the PA and others. There's another one, I'm telling you. His name is Mr. K.K. Tan. And some call him Mr. Tan King Kong. He would not like it because in school he was a... Can you see, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Be a MC which is knowing what will happen if we say wrongly. And I always say, Wilson, the starting part is the most difficult. Once you overcome the salutation list and you go, once the dinner starts, you are basically home free because it's just program, awards, dancing, so forth, right to the end. So don't pressure yourself, just be focused and everything will be okay.
Do you mind sharing with me the very spicy details of how much an MC can earn realistically? So like for example, a junior MC just only started becoming MC. How much can he make? Versus a senior, let's say like you, how much can you make?
Okay, let me look back into where I started. 1985, I started my first career into MCing. I was only paid 100 ringgit. But that time I would say it's good money because everything was just economically, everything was just in a moderate scale. But today 100 pays you nothing. And as you go forward, to me, a new MC is how much he or she is worth. Remember, a client will want to see your video montage. A client wants to see how you're able to speak before they judge a price. And I would think 500 ringgit would be a good figure for you to begin if you think you're okay. But some clients say, no, I won't give you 500. You're only worth 250. So to my younger generation MCs, take it as an experience. Don't just think of the money. You start humble. Do you know how many MCs are there? How many people doing it part-time? Even some professionals, teachers, and engineers, they're doing MCs on a part-time basis. I have my part-time MCs who are professionals, and they don't mind doing even at 200 or 300. But to be fair, I will pay them according to their experience. Then as you keep going on, and as you get better, you will go to even a few thousand ringgit. I have MCs in Malaysia who earns about 8 to 10,000 a night, which I don't command, but at least I command half of what they earn because I'm not in TV or I'm not an actor and so forth. So we started humble. And if you ask me, is it a good career? Of course it is. You don't work every day. You work weekends. You take a break. What does tap means? Tap means take a break. I tap from Monday to Thursday. I work only on weekends. Saturday is called the MMD. Ask me why. Money making day. If it comes to November, December, the Chinese New Year is MMM, money making month. And we don't take leave when people are enjoying themselves. We are the opposite. We take leave on weekdays. And that is where you begin to look into how you can do research. You see, an MC must know the current news. What's happening to America and China? You just know on a very surface level. So we just speaking about what you know. But if we say IDK, which I hate, IDK means I don't know. That will not work. And if you do an event for, let's say, a cement factory, know what the processes are and how is it being done, and also how you're going to speak to all of them. Therefore, I would think a professional MC who earn a few thousand ringgit started low. They went all the way up. There are a few friends of mine who's earning very, very good money. I would advise aspiring MCs, do it now on a part-time basis. Don't go full-time. It does not work that way. Keep your job because MCs are always on the weekend. Grab the job and gauge your own performance. How do you know? The audience interaction, audience engagement, and the evaluation received after the event. Then you know, hey, am I fit for this job? Or I don't think I can go far. And that will be a very important level of understanding of your own capabilities based on your own experience to demand what you should earn. The client is still the boss. They give you a budget, you mau tak mau, then you go ahead for that. You decide.
How can someone who is just starting, or let's say someone who's starting part-time, find gigs to do?
Oh, this is very, very tough question. Because why? You will need to have agents with you. Now, I see many people just sending me emails. Even though I'm already a professional MC. But listen, you're introducing me as a young MC who wants to get a job. You will send to me and say, hey, can I join your team? And I would say, if you want to be an aspiring MC, do a 2-minute gig. And then you post it in all the social media. And let the people know how to contact you. And there are events of different magnitude, different size. And if the particular client thinks that you fit the bill, you might be able to be invited as an MC. But I'm telling you, as days go by, it's getting tougher and tougher because everybody not only can fly, everybody now wants to be an MC. That is the question.
So in that case, what kind of advice can you give the aspiring MC since it's so tough in this industry at the beginning?
Be yourself. Know your expectation and what is the level of competency. Some MCs, they're very good in Mandarin but cannot speak good English. My advice to Mandarin speakers who speak in English, do not do direct translation. It will not work because people like us who has been speaking English when we were young, we can catch that spot. So I have a lot of MCs under me, which I put in. You just do Mandarin speaking events. 你唔好諗到做英文嘅，你唔得，你做到啊冇齊咋。Don't just do it because it will spoil my name. It's under my introduction. So to all the aspiring MCs, how do you go from step 1 to step 2? It is your own determination whether you want to learn or not. My advice is like me, learn a new language. Bahasa Malaysia tu bahasa kebangsaan. Bukannya susah, tapi kita kena buat latihan. Tiap kali kita kena buat practice pronunciation dan sebagainya, and this is where the client will see. I'm telling you, there are MCs who just gave up because after 2 gigs, nobody called them anymore. Then that is a dead end. What happened? Go figure out, do a post-mortem and rebrand, re-strategize, restart and rethink how you're going to go move forward. If you just don't give up like what I did, I never gave up the day I joined the MCing. I was very focused. I told them, look, how can I think of the blue ocean strategy? Not blue ocean, rainbow strategy, rainbow ocean strategy. Have 7 colors, speak 7 languages. Give it a Be different. Go there and make it happen. The MIH will take you far. So I want to make sure that the MCs who are listening to me right now, Uncle is already 63 years old, still going strong. Hey, I didn't even need to retire. I've got all my classmates retiring. And I am still going strong because the experience which exudes the energy is coming stronger, brighter, and better. Never give up. Just keep going. Aspiring MCs, believe in yourself and you can do it.
So Katie, what do you envision the future of MCing in Malaysia?
I started without any help from the internet. It was all speech writing on your own, writing in pen and pencil, using arrow and graph to move on, and that is pure 100% skill. But today, hey, they even took my surname out to make it happen because my surname is Pillai. So I've got a pill called the AI pill which belongs to my family. It's called the artificial intelligence. And AI has changed the world. And I've seen how powerful it is. I want to refine my text, it's all there. But is it yours? Can you conquer the words? Can you speak with passion? Can you pronounce the words? That is the danger. So to the MCs over there, be yourself. Don't try to use words like concomitantly, consequent, then subsequently, then you are finished. Because the client will know you have done something which is not on your own. By reading it, they will know it's not on your own. So AI is there to aid you in case you need help. But do not do lazy homework. Do not do any shortcut. Be yourself, practice. I would tell them to go in front of the mirror. Now we have handphones. What are handphones for? Not taking food when you're eating, or not taking 100 profile photos of yours. Use the handphone in front of you and practice. Majlis mempersilakan yang amat berhormat. Oh, wrongly. Majlis mempersilakan. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya menjemput. That's how you do. Then watch your own reaction. You will hate yourself. You will hate your voice at first. But slowly and surely, sincerely from the heart, you will love your voice. That is where once you start loving your voice, you will go far. So remember, use AI at the surface level as only a helping aid, but make sure you do all the homework, preparation yourself.
Thank you for that sharing. Before we end the session, do you have anything else you would like to tell our audiences?
Wilson, this year I'm 63 years young. So, for many of my age, it's time to bersara and just enjoy life. So before I go further, it's come to a point for me to fulfill my bucket list. It's called the SB. For me, SB means serba boleh, semua buat, sapu bersih, and senarai baldi, which is the bucket list. And I fulfill 80% of bucket list. That is to own classic cars, ride high-powered motorcycles, and I've been to Phuket, across Malaysia in my BMW GS. What is it shows me? It's time for me to go slowly under SR, semi-retirement. And I always believe, my late dad always says, life is about sharing, caring, loving, and giving. Never be selfish, son. Know what you can and share with others. It's time for me to share my knowledge to others. Sharing knowledge is where I'm able to find younger students or tautai, but mine will be again mad, making a difference. Tell me how. A Malay girl who can speak fluent Mandarin would be my choice. A Tamil girl who can speak Mandarin, or a Malay girl who can speak Tamil. It all becomes like what happens is a person who takes the trouble to speak a different language that can make the particular audience go in awe and say, wow, that Malay girl spoke fantastic Mandarin. And there are many Malay girls now speaking good Mandarin. So my aspiring MCs will be those who really, really want to learn. There are some who think it's a shortcut. I just go for 3 classes, I just go for 3 events, I can be MC too. It will not work that way. You can go. I've seen some just giving up halfway. But to me, I've trained something like almost 12 MCs so far. And I can say out of the 12, 80% is doing well. I don't mind mentioning a name of one of my blue-eyed diamond sapphire boy. He's opened up Sapphire Entertainment. His name is Damon Nagalingam. He is like me, a photocopy, who can speak Cantonese, who can speak Tamil, English, and Malay. He is only one of them. What happens if I have a few that I can help to train and go forward? But the one to fulfill my position, handling royal events will be tough. That will be a very, very tough replacement. Actually, yesterday, I was doing a royal event for Luli Yang Amat Mulia Raja Dihlia Perak. The bodyguard at ADC asked me, Katie, have you thought about your replacement? You cannot be doing this forever. So start telling someone, bring the person here, do it with you, and slowly teach him so that there is a continuation in the royal field, especially speaking English. In Bahasa, not a problem. We have so many local MCs from RTM and Penerangan, but the English part, bringing to you international ambassadors and also royalties from overseas will require good spoken English. And English is very simple, Wilson. In Malaysia, we use simple, everyday, understandable English. Don't try to bring English so high that you don't even understand what it means. So that is my advice to aspiring MCs. Be there, continue the particular industry, and now, do you know, there's even a degree in events management. My time, there is none. I would have easily taken event management and enjoyed myself. Instead of calculating all the statistical data. My God, what did I do 4 years in Canada? Only God knows. But it prepares me. It tells me, hey, Katie, you're ready to conquer the world. Today, I live and stand tall because I've never worked a day in my life. I repeat, I've never worked a day in my life. I enjoy the event. I laugh with them. I joke with them. I get free food. I get free hotels to stay. And what more do you want? Where have I gone? I've gone all the way to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, China, Australia, Sri Lanka, my grandfather's hometown, and Dubai, UAE. You will continue. You'll keep going on. And this is to show that once you keep focused in what you do, the rest is just history.
So are you saying you are taking a disciple?
Yes, disciple, 徒弟，師傅咧，教人哋點樣做功夫。係呀，咁樣都得，咁樣都得。So why not? Because you see, at this age, can you envision how many more years I have? There'll be one day, the time comes, I become a GM, not general manager, GM, gantung microphone. The time will come. And as we know, in life, it's all about sharing, caring, loving, and giving. I'm looking for disciples who are very focused, dedicated, knowledgeable, humble, and know the roots. Step by step, follow me how I started. I didn't use any shortcut. I go step by step by step over the years. And today I stand tall because this is my 40th year. 40 years in the industry, moving on, 4 decades. And I have seen it all. I have done events from PM to PM, Pasar Malam to Prime Minister. I've done events from K to K, kindergarten to king. That means basically any event which is legal in Malaysia, I want to do. And if you ask me how many types of event I've done it all. I don't do divorce parties. But weddings is so many. And this is what life is all about. So disciples out there, if you're watching this, maybe it's time for you to hook up with me and tell me what is your life direction. Let me help you. Wilson, today is the greatest pleasure, without pressure, that I will treasure beyond measure in my leisure. And I want to thank you, Wilson, for this noble idea of bringing an MC like me, talking to me how we can able to bring our creative juice to a higher level for us to share and care, network and interact. And this is where I hope this channel will do well over the years. Keep up the good work, Wilson. We know this word. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. But end of the tunnel, there'll be a bright light waiting. And all I can say is, I pray for world peace and harmony. I pray for a better Malaysia. We pray that together we make this world a better place to stay.
Thank you to you too, Katie.